Remember the great modding crusade when we installed 200 armor mods and oiled them sedulously?
Fab during that.
Now, let's take a look at them. You can't resist, can you?
Hey there, Scimitar here fellas, and yes, believe it or not, I'm actually alive. And let's keep rolling through my personal mod list. Today, we'll peek at the content part of the game, various weapons, armors, other artifacts and their distribution, as well as loot effect and mods in general, to make it not only pleasant to obtain, but also more realistic and rewarding. Weapons and armors is not the less aesthetical visual part of the game as the main graphics part itself. The mods in this list will drastically expand your armory and weaponry, add a lot of new artifacts, improve vanilla artifacts to make them worthy at any stage of the game, while all new items will be still fit in Skyrim and have immersive look and careful distribution. Let's go! First, the big armor packs are coming. Immersive Armors is the biggest and absolutely essential armor mod for Skyrim that offers hundreds of light and heavy armors, clothing, shields and so on, for close to every type of character build, taste and playstyle. It will serve us as the great and a huge base. Install the main file. Warmonger Armory adds several badass yet highly lore-friendly armor sets as well. Install the main file and both optional files. The Black Mage Armor is a gem for anyone playing as mage or a spell sword, having different variations of robes that are looking like a cool battle mage mixes between armors and the robes. Install the main file. The Daedric Armor and Weapon Improvement is a glorious new look for all Daedric armors and weapons by the way as well. I recommend to install the standalone version of it so you can use another one Daedric retexture as replacer for even better variety of Daedric armors in the game. Aetherium Armor and Weapons Compilation is a definitive Dwemer super armor, looking like a lore-friendly mix of Dwemer armor and power armor from Fallout. Install the main mod and don't forget to grab the texture enhancements from the second link as well. The Guards Armor Replacer is a perfect armor pack for Skyrim Hold Guards, transforming all the Guards armor sets into something new and fresh and more realistic yet highly immersive and medieval looking still. It is also recommended to install the Minimal ESP if you want to ensure maximum compatibility between other mods in your big mod list. Now let's take a look on a smaller standalone armor mods. This mini list will add to already installed big packs here and there in general or give a badass armor options for certain playstyles. Couple of armors like Zerofrost armors for example may look too much epic for someone, but those armors are not distributed to NPCs anyway, so only you can wear them, which makes actual sense for your hero to distinguish between the others. Now to the weapon mods, starting from the bigger weapon packs or overhauls. Unique Uniques is an essential visual mod that make uniques look, well, you won't believe it, yeah. That's a purely visual mod of a great quality that changes unique items, models and textures, giving them really unique look and visual effects. Royal Armory New Artifacts is one more essential mod that kind of gives sense to existence of many named characters. Tullius, Ulfric, Maven and many others. All of them now have a personal named artifact with unique look and stats, which basically gives much more sense interacting with them and making related questlines to acquire those powerful items. I also grabbed the Dual Sheath Redux and Moral Loot patches from the links in the description. Lore Weapons Expansion is my personal favorite between all weapon packs. It adds dozens of new weapons of all types, mainly inspired by Oblivion and Morrowind weapon styles, and so keeping them greatly lore-friendly, expanding your arsenal absolutely seamlessly by integrating them into the game world. Install the main file and any of other files per your own taste. Animated Armory is a relatively new yet absolutely must-have mod. It adds rapiers, spikes, halberds and quarterstaffs to Skyrim, but keep your breathing with actually all new animations for each weapon type, for both you and NPCs. Simple and amazing as that. Install the main file and then also get complete crafting overhaul and Dual Sheath Redux patches. I personally always felt Skyrim lacks a few more katana-like weapons besides the blade sword and the dragonbane. If you are about thinking the same, let's fix this with Katana Crafting mod, get the main file and of course the Dual Sheath Redux patch as well. Legendary Skyrim crossbows is greatly expanding the so much lacking crossbow part of game arsenal with many new crossbows from generic to unique faction ones, as well as adding a few new bows and unique ammo with new special effects. The Dawnguard Arsenal improves utterly poor arsenal of Dawnguard weapons, giving them new unique look and better variety, as well as adding a few unique stun spells as a nice bonus. Install the main file and don't forget to also grab the complete crafting overhaul and Dual Sheath Redux patches. Biliros Weapons is absolutely optional, yet a highly qualitative last addition in this section. It is a collection of many dozen standalone weapon mods of a talented author, Biliro. Weapons are looking as a balanced mix of medieval realism and fantasy weaponry, and of course with amazing models and texture quality. All weapons from this mod are not distributed to the game and only can be obtained and crafted by the player, so they will not overfill your game level lists. And now a few more standalone weapon mods that I personally recommend pretty much. Now the artifacts improvement and some mods that are both armor and weapon packs at the same time, to give this part of game content a final polishing move. Zim's Immersive Artifacts is like a twin brother of Unique Uniques, but if the previous one only affects unique items' look, Zim's mod is improving stats of artifacts and giving them new effects of over 50 unique items in the game, making artifacts worth of usage at any stage of the game. Also, don't forget to grab a Moral Loot badge from the link in the video description. The next few mods are smaller standalone weapon and armor packs that are looking badass and being inspired by various vanilla armor and weapon styles, greatly adding to common playstyles items variety. Now we need to make sure that items we added, as well as billions of vanilla items, as well as loot and items distribution in the game world in general, chests, enemies, merchants, to be reasonable and rewarding at the same time. Remember Tess lore, which says that Daedric or glass materials are almost impossible to find, knowing how rare their ingredients are, but somehow in the late game each second bandit wears glass or ebony equipment, and Daedric or Dwemer loot is something as common as a sweet roll. And talking about sweet rolls, the amount of food, drinks and other common items in the game is so much overflowing that it often directly harms the survival mods experience. That makes no sense, right? There is when the next 3 mods are coming to save the day. Mus, Moral Loot Ultimate Simplified, is rebalancing all leveled lists in the game, making items like Dwemer or Daedric be really rare as they should be. Makes mere bandits to wear armors and weapons they should logically wear instead of something magically receiving glass items and so on. Rare items and ingredients are now really rare, which makes hunting them much more satisfying. And why exactly the simplified version of the mod? Simple. It still has all the core features original mod had, but cuts off various parts that are highly incompatible with other mods. Also, don't forget to install the patches linked in the video description. And to fix the general distribution of common items and food in loot and in places all around the world, we'll be using scarcity and hunger mods. Important note, Scarcity Mod Archive is not ready for the Mod Manager installation. You need to grab it manually, choose only one plugin for each of two categories of loot and merchants, archive them and install with your Mod Manager. I personally recommend the 6 times less loot and the 4 times less traders plugins. As for your hunger mod, grab the main file and the Kaka patch from the optional files, Falscar and Movement Star patches, of course only if using those mods. That's it for now folks, and I hope you enjoyed the new episode. If you did, please drop a comment under the video, as with YouTube current screwed up search and promotion system, it is the only way to help a video spread and be recommended by the system. And of course don't forget to enable channel notifications and join our Discord to always stay in touch. Scimitar Gaming here, signing out.